This camper has a 46-gallon freshwater tank. I don't keep 46 gallons in it while I'm traveling, but we like to go to the Renaissance Festival, and we'll camp up there up to 3 days. And we have the generator, we have our fresh water, so we're completely self-contained for all 3 days. We have other people who come by and want to take a shower, and we have the outside shower. There's their porch light, and the outside shower here. Now the camper's a little dirty because we took it to the mud races this weekend. I'm about to go wash it. I always keep it clean, but this is the outside shower. So very easy. I used it. You can tell how dirty it is. I used it for the first time. Other people have used it, but I haven't ever used it. But I used it for the first time after the mud races this weekend. Glad I installed it. It was very handy. Very handy. Now I have to use both hands to put it back in there. Originally, this was the panel for the 2 onboard propane tanks, which are now in the box in the back. And really, you only need 1 propane tank. You don't need both of those. But when they installed it with 2, it's because that's all they had. We have a generator, so we don't need to expend all that energy on the appliances. But this is how I took out the panel that showed you how much water you had in the tank, because it just wasn't necessary. Another one of those things where I just eliminated any ounce of weight that I could. You can see that I used 1x2s here where I could, instead of using 2x4s. But there's the water level now. I'm filling it up. I'm not filling it up. I'm just getting travel water. And travel water, I'll go to about right here. It's probably between 10-12 gallons of water at that point, and that's just travel water, just in case we need to pull over and take a shower. But this is an all brand new panel on here. That's how I tell how much water I have. You have the refrigerator panel, and there's also a 110 plug. The refrigerator's plugged into the 110. Then you have an external. You have a 110 plug in case you want to undo it and plug something into the back. But there's a 110 plug in the camper that we always use. Just wanted to point out again that the generator is running, and you can barely hear it. It's mainly coming from this door right here, which I don't have the curtain on at the moment. The air conditioner. Works great. I have a tendency to get hot, so I took the little vents off there, so it really just absolutely blast this little bed bunk area. The LED string light, if you don't have these lights in any of your campers, you need to get them, because these little lights will stay on all night and not drag your battery down. They're just incredible. And look at the amount of light they put out. Watch. That is amazing. And I have it all hooked up to this one switch right there, a little toggle switch. That is amazing. It's beautiful light too. Another question that has been posed is, does this convert into a bed? Well, I designed this to where the width of it is the width of a twin size bed. So you just remove the pillows and you can sleep right on there, or you can remove the back cushions and you have what is essentially a twin size bed. I've slept on there. I'm a big guy. I'm almost 6'1", well over 200 pounds, and I slept on there very comfortably like it is. But if you remove the pillows, you have even more room. Two people could actually sleep on there, but those two people would really have to like each other. A couple of questions that have been asked is, what's this table for? It's a flip down table. We use it for cooking and laptop, notepad. We do have a table that goes in here. I can reinstall it in the floor if you purchase the camper, or you can just take it with you. But there is a table that goes in here. I just have to drill the hole back and put the foot in there. Another question is access to the generator. Now I removed this panel here to show you that even though it's insulated, I'm not going to take out the insulation. It's just that panel of insulation right there. You remove that panel, and then you have my jack, my potty hose, a toolbox, fix-a-flat, an additional water hose is in there. There's some other equipment in there, but there's a nice little storage space there for that stuff that you don't get to all the time. I also have that's a spare potty hose. I also have a potty hose that's stored inside the back bumper. It slides into the back bumper, and there's a cap on the end. So that's just additional, emergency stuff there. The generator itself, I designed it to where the top of the generator, just like this panel here, except this is screwed down because that's where most of the noise would come from. The top of the generator can be unscrewed and removed, and you have access to the generator. There's like 4 bolts. You take the panel off the top of the generator, so anything major needs to be done to the generator, it's access through the back, through the camper itself. Change the oil, add oil, check the oil. That's done on the outside, and I'll show you that panel. This is the rear access panel. Now this is just me preparing it for paint. It's already been sanded, most of it. And that's the rear access. That's the plug. So you just unplug it here. Unplug it here to plug it into your shore power, or you plug it back in for the generator. This is the generator panel. And it also has outside starting. I haven't started it out here in a while. Forgot where that button is. Ta-da! Starts every time. This is what the underside looks like. That's the exhaust pipe over there. Just in case you're wondering, why aren't there any dangers of fumes getting in the campers? Because there's a big hole in the bottom of it. I cut it out to install the generator. This is the box that the generator used to be in, and that's the hole. Now it's covered by a 3/4 inch piece of plywood. But that's how interior generators are installed.